guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Now I know I said that I was going to post a video of my reaction of last week's episode. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that well because I fell asleep on it. I didn't watch. So I'm going to comment on this week's episode, since this week's episode is the most important episode of the flipping season. Okay, so as you guys know, in I think it was episode 2 or 3, Glen died. Nicholas killed himself, and in killing himself, dragged Glen down with him. This was the episode that we found out what really happened to Glen. And Glen's alive, people. Yes. I knew it. You knew it. I have ran the tape back. Played it in slow motion. Everything. And came to the conclusion. I'm like, no. The way he fell, and Glen didn't have on this kind of t-shirt. He had on this kind of t-shirt. Glen's alive. The most biggest important part of everything in life. Glen is alive. So let's get into this episode. Nicholas kind of sort of did Glen a favor, because if you think about it, the way that he fell off the dumpster, and also the way that he landed, Nicholas landed on top of him, thus saving Glen from getting eaten up by the walkers, thus allowing Glen to be able to crawl under the dumpster and pretty much live. If this was me, oh, I would have been dead. As y'all can see, I'm not a small chick by any long shot of a jump. Okay, I would have been walker, lunch, breakfast, dinner, dessert, brunch, everything. Okay, and so I just want to put that in there. I would have so really been eaten alive. And you know, you had Enid comes out of nowhere, heads up, throws a water bottle at him. First of all, these are my thoughts about Enid. I like her, but then I don't like her. I trust her, but then I don't trust her, because I kind of understand like why she ran away when the wolves invaded, but in a sense, I think she has like ulterior motives. Like, she knew that the wolves were coming. She knew what these people were capable of. But then also I'm thinking, well, maybe, her parents died, and she learned that when shit hit the fan, she gets the hell out of there. Survive. Kind of think that she has some type of ties to either the wolves or either the group that Daryl had a semi run-in with. I'm not really for certain. But yeah, I have a kind of a weird hunch about her, ain't it? Next topic of discussion. Morgan. I kind of think it's kind of reaching the end of the road for Morgan. Like, at first, you know, he did everything that he could to survive and to protect his son, but you know how that ended. His son, the Walker got his son and all the stuff like that. And then he went on a kind of a binge into where, so he killed any and everybody that was in his path. Honestly, call me wrong, call me a bad person, whatever. I think that living in this type of situation, in this type of world, you have to be able to cut down any and everybody that gets in your past, because you don't know what they're capable of. You don't know if they're there to kill you. They don't know if they're there to help you. You know, so why even put yourself in a predicament to where so your life's in danger? Me personally, I'm slicing and dicing through the whole entire jump. But in a sense, I can kind of understand why he became Zen Morgan. But it's a time and a place for Zen. This ain't the time for Zen. I think that personally he should not have kept one of the wolves alive. I think that he made a really bad call, bad judgment call as far as letting the guy live. Because who knows, he could have gotten away, he could have held some people hostage, or he would have figured out a way to, you know, smuggle himself out in the midst of all those walkers and get reinforcement. Thus, you would have had another bigger problem with the wolves. So I think that in that situation like that, eliminate any and all of your foes. Because at the end of the day, they might not be a threat now, but later on down the road, they're going to be a threat. I'm kind of liking Deanna a little bit better. Deanna is kind of, in a sense, becoming how Rick was in the beginning. It's kind of like when you have Rick and Deanna, you got the super badass, which is Rick. And then you got the, I'm gonna go crazy sometimes and just stab a walker in the chest knowing they ain't gonna kill it kind of person that, you know, blacks out or whatever. So I'm kind of liking Deanna now because she's kind of getting it. Like, hey, this is the zombie apocalypse. Shit's real. But in a sense, what she said tonight, you know, these are the plans for after. Personally, I wouldn't be making any plans because nothing in this type of world is for certain. As you saw, when the bell tower fell, when the chapel tower thing fell, pretty much all hell's gonna break loose. So you know, a good portion of people that we love are going to die. A lot of characters that we don't know, a lot of characters that we love are going to die, unfortunately. So I don't know. Like, I don't know really how to feel about Deanna. I kind of think that in the last episode, she kind of, you know, manned up and she handled herself okay. However, you don't stab a walker in the chest because clearly they're going to keep on trying to eat you. Stab them in the head. As far as everything else, Carol, gotta love her. I'm really kind of glad that Carol is observant as she is to it. So she's like, who you got down here? Tara. Ooh, Tara and the doctor. I kind of saw that coming. I hope that the doctor makes it out alive, and so does Tara make it out alive, because I kind of like Tara, even when she was, you know, with the governor and everything like that. She was still you could see that she was a good person. So I really, 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 really hope that Tara and the doctor are one of the ones that make it out alive. Kind of crazy to say, I kind of want Tara to be happy. This episode was amazing. Hands down, round of applause. Yes, guys, you can cancel the riot. Glen is alive. We're not going to riot. Team Glen. And I've spoken my piece and all that good jazz. I will see you wonderful people in the next video. Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving. So on that Saturday, I'll be leaving for North Carolina to see my dad, and I will be taking you wonderful people along for the ride. So stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys have any ideas of what I can do to possibly make these videos a little bit better, places you want me to visit, or, you know, things of that nature, please leave them in the comment below. Thank you so much for the subscribers that I do have, even though it's not that many. I really, really, really do 5,000% appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the positive feedback, and thanks for watching. I'll see you wonderful people in the next video. Good night.